Are you looking for an athletic scholarship? You're in the right place. This is the Recruit Me Athletic Scholarship Podcast, the longest-running podcast on recruiting and athletic scholarships. We're here to help your family navigate the recruiting road all the way to an athletic scholarship. He's a recruiting expert and a dad of 2 college athletes. He has a wealth of experience to share. Here's Recruit Me CEO, Brent Hanks.
Welcome to episode 453 of the Athletic Scholarship Podcast. Recently, I had a few different things, for a lack of a better term, they came across my eyes and ears. These things, one, a memory on my Facebook page, and another, a podcast, and then a saying that I tell Recruit Me families all the time, that the 4 years of high school can be used to get another 4-year college contract to play your sport. In this episode, I'll refer you to go listen to the Mayor's Office podcast with ex-Major League Baseball player Sean Casey. There will be a link in the show notes for the episode of the Mayor's Office I reference. The episode was published on March 13th, and the title is Kansas 5 Homers in a Row, Casey's Best Baseball Rant Ever. The memory on my Facebook page dealt with Parker, my older son's experience at college and with COVID. These 2 things lit my idea light bulb for an episode to help high school student athletes, their families, and even current college athletes with their understanding of recruiting and their current and future sports careers. I listen often to Sean Casey's The Mayor's Office podcast. I had an episode of the Athletic Scholarship Podcast based on an interview between Sean Casey and Ed Milet. It was the Athletic Scholarship Podcast, episode 349. Sean told his recruiting story and how he got to college and then to the major leagues. Go back and listen to that episode on recruit-me.com or in past episodes of the Athletic Scholarship Podcast on your favorite podcast app. In the Mayor's Office podcast, Sean always has an energetic look at baseball today, baseball in his past, and even a look at college baseball because his son plays college baseball now. The first part of this episode, I'm highlighting episode 715 with Sean and his co-host as they get into Sean speaking to the Milwaukee Brewers players at spring training. Sean gets into how honored he is to be asked to come to a major league clubhouse and speak. Then he gets into his retirement from Major League Baseball, which was in 2009. After he called the club to announce his retirement, he then saw his announcement go across an ESPN ticker on TV. So on a Tuesday morning around 11 a.m., Sean saw Sean Casey, 12-year MLB veteran, 3-time All-Star, .302 career batting average, retires, go across the TV screen. His kids were in school and his wife was out of the house, so Sean took in his retirement alone. He said he reflected on the 15 years of all the routines, the weightlifting, the cage work, all of the mirror time trying to work on his swing, and the autographs he got to sign. He reflected on the blood, sweat, and tears, the dinners, the flights, and the bus rides with his teammates. He looked back at a time in his life that wasn't always easy. He said it was like grieving a loss. Sean goes on to recount something Ray Knight, a coach and former Major League player and 2-time All-Star and World Series winner and MVP, said. Knight pointed out that players were taking stuff for granted and not getting after it. Knight continued by saying he felt like he was playing just yesterday and how fast time flies. Knight had been out of the major leagues as a player for 17 years. Sean points to the current players for the Brewers and said to Jackson Cherio, age 21, cherish your time. He said to Christian Yelich, 33 years old, you have 4 years on your contract left. Cherish it. And for the rest of you, you don't know when you are going to have to take the uniform off. Sean said, quote, while you have it, don't miss it, unquote. Be grateful for your uniform, for your hand-eye coordination, for your love of the game, and for the game. Be grateful for the grind, the struggle, the resilience that you have developed, the opportunity for a bus ride or a plane ride. Embrace the arousal, the stress, and the uneasiness your sport brings, because you'll never have that again. The butterflies and the competition cannot be replicated at age 50. Sean's message was this, quote, don't miss these years. You think you're going to be a hero forever, but you're not. Don't miss the gift, unquote. Sean continues with energetic points to the Brewers players in his talk. He made points with energy that I can't replicate. So go listen to episode 715. Sean ends by saying, lean into it. Be present in the moment. Don't take your life for granted. Take it as granted. Take that uniform as granted. You are fortunate. Don't miss it. Casey goes on to give more energetic advice on how to handle game time adrenaline to have success. So how does Sean Casey's stories to the Major League Brewers relate to you, the high school or college athlete, or even the parents of an athlete? How does it relate to recruiting? Well, my take is that even in junior high and high school levels of play, we take our sport opportunities for granted. That we have a game tomorrow, and then another weekend, and then another weekend, and then another. Sometimes I wonder if game butterflies are a thing now. We take our high school practices and games for granted because college coaches aren't at those games, or because you're only a sophomore and you have 2 more years. Well, that's where my saying that 4 years of high school can be used to get another 4 years of college in your sport. Don't take just your junior and senior years of high school as the only important years of play that you have. If you can get started as you enter high school by taking your grades seriously, by planning your high school academic schedule, by practicing and playing hard no matter if you are on the freshman team, the JV team, or the varsity team. No matter if you are a bench player, or you're playing every game, or are a starter. Whether your high school is a small school with a few good players on the team, or a few good players on the other team, or if you're at a highly competitive large school and you don't get a varsity opportunity until you are an upperclassman. Remember, if there are 1,000 student athletes, there are 1,000 different recruiting journeys. Like Sean said, take the uniform as granted. Don't miss the opportunity. Use all of your high school years to do the 7 steps to an athletic scholarship from the Recruit Me 3.0 athletic scholarship system. Go to recruit-me.com for more information on the Recruit Me 3.0 system. The 7 steps are: Step 1, select the right schools to contact. Step 2, write a great introductory email. Step 3, create a player profile. Step 4, build your own recruiting questionnaire. Step 5, track your communications. Step 6, send 1-page or 1-paragraph updates. And Step 7, make your school choice wisely. If you can start your freshman year of high school, Steps 1 through 4 are the foundations to build on your freshman and sophomore years. That goes for most high school student athletes. If you are a junior or a senior, you can still build those foundations, but you have to do it faster. Sean's talk to the Brewers spurred thoughts and feelings in me about my sports experiences 100 years ago in high school and in college, and then as I watch and reflect on my son's college experiences. I will finish this episode with a couple of major points to this message. First, I will tell you about Parker, my older son's high school, college adventures. Parker got an opportunity to play on both his high school basketball and baseball teams. His high school is a large high school in southwest Missouri and plays good competition and has good athletes in all sports. Fortunately, the class before him had good players, but not in a large number. Parker got to play JV his freshman year of high school in baseball and got to travel with the varsity team, and even got to pitch and bat in a few varsity baseball games. His skill of bunting even got him into the district semifinals and the district finals game. He went on to be the starting left fielder and a starting pitcher on varsity his sophomore year, and his junior year and his senior years of high school. In basketball, he was the JV's leading scorer his sophomore year. 2 of his teammates had moved up to varsity, and he earned some varsity time throughout the season, including a start in a district finals game because of an injury to a starter. Parker was a starter his junior and senior years on the basketball team. He also was all-conference in both baseball and basketball his junior and senior years, and was the conference pitcher of the year in his junior year. Parker started talking about playing college baseball during the summer between his sophomore and junior year of high school. He played for Team Missouri with players from all over the state in a week-long tournament against like teams from other states and one from Canada. He proved to himself he could keep improving and play at some level of college baseball. I tell you all of this to brag a little because I'm a dad, but also because I feel Parker's high school and club sports experience was enhanced because he saw a future in college sports. Parker used his high school 4 years, both athletically and academically, to prepare for another 4 years to play and to study. We didn't know about Recruit Me, so we, as a family, created a plan to research and contact schools. It really took off when he got an offer for a full ride, mostly academic money and some baseball combo scholarship, from a high-level NCAA Division II school. This was right at the first of his junior year of high school. Parker had a long and successful high school career. He committed to Northwestern University as he entered his senior year of high school. Luckily, no injuries kept Parker from high school games, and his 4 years of high school ended in a traditional way, losing to a good team, and then off to college he went. A Facebook memory came up on March 13th that made me reflect and want to add this message today. The memory reveals how fragile your sports career is. Here's what I posted on March 13th, 2020. I'm not sure how I feel right now about the cancellation of the college baseball season. I'm sitting in a hotel after driving up to watch Parker and Northwestern, only to get the cancellation news. When I say I don't know how I feel, 1 minute I'm angry, understanding, confused, proud, sympathetic, and frustrated. I'm so proud of Parker, and I know he has more time to play baseball and enjoy his college experience. I feel for his senior teammates and their families and appreciate the leadership they have provided. I pray the pandemic gets squashed in the next few weeks. I think it will. If it does, maybe the powers can reconsider and give the players a short season and a great experience. #GoCats. So after 1 month of play in Parker's sophomore year of college, the season was canceled because of COVID. Not only was the baseball canceled, but Parker's academic experience was put on hold, and he came home a couple of days later. You never know when an injury, a coach's decision, or as we found out, a pandemic could cut your career short. Parker's next year, his junior year, was an odd one, based on a conference decision to shorten the season, and then a stress fracture in his elbow took about a month and a half off of his senior year. Parker and his teammates and thousands of other student-athletes dealt with the COVID situation in both college and in high school. Prepare to have a great 4 years, but also prepare by just knowing it could happen that your 4-year experience could be cut short for many reasons. After Parker's college COVID trial, it made his college baseball and classroom experience more valuable and appreciated for both him and our family. Sutton, my younger son, lost his sophomore year of high school baseball to COVID also. Luckily, his summer baseball played almost the whole summer season between his sophomore and junior year. His junior year of high school came with a coaching change, and talented players on the team put Sutton in a situation where he split time between the JV team and the varsity team. He got one varsity at bat and a lot of pinch running opportunities. He had a great summer of baseball and got to start and play a majority of his games his senior year of high school. Sutton had already committed to play baseball at Columbia College. Sutton is 3 years into his college career athletically and academically. After Parker's COVID incident, we appreciate every game that Sutton gets to play. Our family stories are not wholly unique. Again, there are thousands and thousands of high school and college student athletes. I use our stories to reflect the points that Sean Casey elaborated on, like don't miss the years, don't miss the gift, be present in the moment, don't take your life for granted, take it as granted. As young high school student athletes, we think we have all the time in the world. Things will just work out. And as myth number 1 of the 10 myths to athletic scholarships say, I am good enough, the college coaches will just find me. Both the student athlete and most of the time the parents believe in myth number 1 and that their high school or club coaches will do all the work and contacts. I sure did for a little while. But through a little research and a little luck, we as a family decided to be proactive with Parker's recruitment. Recruit Me and I want you to know the how, when, and the why about recruiting. Recruit Me wants to save you time, money, and anxiety as you navigate your journey. As Sean Casey articulated, take it all in, take advantage of your time, and appreciate your time. And most of all, use your time. Again, go back and listen to episode 349 of the Athletic Scholarship Podcast, and listen to episode 715 of the Mayor's Office Podcast. And go to the recruit-me.com website and take advantage of all the free recruiting resources. This podcast, the free Recruit Me Power Pack, and the free Recruit Me monthly newsletter. And then get access to the Recruit Me 3.0 Athletic Scholarship System for only $39. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you next week.